Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I just wanted to come and run my mouth and talk about the mess. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and get into it. So, this is according to the AtlantaVoice.com. A beacon of hope. T.S. Madison opens re-entry home for formerly incarcerated Black trans on Trans Day of Visibility. Now, this was actually published yesterday, which was March the 31st. Today's April the 1st, so I am late, but I want to give a shout out to all my trans brothers and sisters. Happy belated Trans Visibility Day. Let's go ahead and get into the article. So, in honor of Trans Day of Visibility, the Atlanta community celebrates the grand opening of the T.S. Madison Starter House, a new sisterhood alliance for freedom and equality, reentry home for formerly incarcerated transgender women. The T.S. Madison Starter House is more than a brick and mortar. It's a testament to the unwavering commitment to the trans community, Madison says. Rooted in her lived experience as a Black trans woman who navigated homelessness and survival sex work, this visionary program represents a new standard of care designed by and for Black trans women. Reentry housing is desperately needed across America, with 2.5 million women are released from jails and prisons, facing countless barriers to reentry. Formerly incarcerated LGBTQ plus individuals face compounded challenges as their unique healthcare needs and experiences of discrimination intersect with existing barriers to reentry, making it more difficult to rebuild their lives after incarceration. Sexual minorities are incarcerated at a rate 3 times higher than the U.S. adult population, and transgendered people are incarcerated at disproportionate rates, with Black transgendered women incarcerated at approximately 10 times the rate of the general population incarceration rate. Lack of access to housing is a primary driver of recidivism. For LGBTQ plus people, particularly those living with HIV, many existing reentry policies and programs remain out of reach or worse, perpetuate harm through exclusion, stigma, or lack of cultural competency. Across the country, trans people experience disproportionate rates of housing instability, a trend rooted in society's vilification of trans people. Trans people experience this discrimination most, with an unemployment rate of 20%, 4 times that of the general population, and a poverty rate of 38%, 3 times that of general population. You know, I know the girls don't see it for the trans boys and girls. I am an ally to the trans community. This is a pro trans page, so I don't know what to tell the girls and boys. If you're not, here for the trans people, I definitely am. um, this is not the oppression Olympics. Everybody goes through something, but it really is, unfair that you have trans folk who just want to work, girl, and, be a law abiding citizen. And you would be surprised at how hard it is. I'm sure it's gotten better, like most things have. But you would be surprised at how difficult it is for some trans folk to just honest, make an honest living. I remember um, I used to work at Ace Cash Express back in the day, and a lot of the trans. I used to work at the Ace Cash. It was an Ace Cash Express right there on Richmond and South Shepherd. For the people who don't know, well, you live in Houston, you know what I'm talking about. And it was close to the Montrose area. And I remember a lot of the trans girls. That was my first time ever really just interacting with like so many trans people. Um, and I remember a lot of the trans girls will always come in, and girl, they used to have the Netspend cards, and they will be uploading money to the Netspend cards. And I just assumed it was, them, making their money, girl. Work ain't honest, but it pays the bills. And I remember one day I was complaining to one of the girls, And, we always, we can always find something to complain about. And I remember her telling me, baby, just be happy you got a job, because she couldn't change her. Um, she was having a difficult time changing her name on her identification. So anytime she would try to look for a job, girl, her birth certificate, girl, her ID, social security card said something completely different than the way she looked. You know what I'm saying? So now I have to explain. I can't remember her name. I'm just gonna make up a name. I have to explain why I'm telling you my name is Keisha, but girl, my ID, birth certificate, and uh, driver's license ID say Rodney Mitchell. You know what I'm saying? I remember, I worked at Nordstrom, and one thing I will always give Nordstrom is, for the most part, I always felt, even though there's room for improvement, that's with any company. I always felt like Nordstrom was always on the right side of history. I really, really did. It makes me want to cry, because I remember like them always giving the trans girls a chance at work. I remember my first time really like becoming friendly and like building friendships with trans women, especially, was at Nordstrom. And I remember some of those girls saying that their IDs still had their, government name. And Nordstrom, still gave them a chance. You would be surprised. I remember one time, and I actually ran into her. I went to Nordstrom probably like 2 weeks ago, and I ran into one of the girls, and we talked for like 20 minutes. And she had just got done. She was doing a pageant, and I still remember this to this day. Uh, I was on the third floor, and she was clocking out, about to go home. And it was like 4 or 5 of us just standing around the register, girl, not doing nothing, running our mouth, being messy. And she was about to leave, and she clocked out. And you can clock in and clock out at any register in the store. And when you clock out, your name pops up on the screen, biggest day. Okay. And the people looked at the screen when she was clocking out, and I could tell that I knew what was going on, of course. I knew the tea, and she really is not, um, you really can't clock her like that. Well, her voice is kind of a giveaway. No shade to my sister, no shade to my sister, no shade to my sister. But but for the most part, girl, if you saw her, the body is banging, the shape is together. Like, girl, girl, she's giving you puss. You know what I'm saying, girl? She's giving you puss. Um, Very petite, very like bob up like body, like, girl, she's giving you puss. She really does. But anyways, and so when she was clocking out, um, her name popped on the screen. And I remember like 2 people probably saw it. And I remember them saying, baby, why did her name pop up? I'm not gonna say her name, of course. Why did her name pop up as so and so? And I was like, I don't know, maybe it was a mistake in the system. I was like, oh, that's weird, girl. And I was thinking in my head, like, girl, I just hope they don't keep like asking questions, because, girl. And I remember one time I got so upset at this girl. It was another girl who worked. It was a trans girl who worked in the men's department, and I never knew. Now, now, baby, she was. I never knew. I never even thought for a second that this girl was trans, until I found out she was trans. And I remember one day I was talking to this girl. It was a black girl. And I forgot what we were talking about. And I forgot even how she came up. And she was like, "Oh yeah, she trans." And I'm like, "Who?" Girl, because I really know what she was talking about. So girl, I'm shocked, because I really honestly did not know. and I had talked to this girl, it never even crossed my mind. And it made me feel some type of way because I was like, girl, why are you going around here telling that girl's business? You already know how people can get. Now, of course, I'm one of the girls, so but I'm just gonna go ahead and say, even with some of the punks, they have so much hate towards the trans community. Girl, it's absolutely crazy. And I'm even taking it a step further. It's really always the effeminate punks who have the most to say about the trans girls. As far as I'm concerned, I always think the reason why, and this is just what I believe. I'm not a doctor. This is what I think. I really think the real effeminate gay boys, they really have an issue with trans women because secretly, girl, they're probably struggling with their gender identity and they hate the fact that these trans girls have decided to live in their truth. Because when I see some of the punks who really have this disdain for trans women, I'd be like, girl, you act like she slept with your man. Why do you hate this lady? But anyways, I just never looked at her the same again after that because I just felt like, girl, if you told me that, and you probably told me that because I'm one of the girls, and you probably think I'm harmless, right? But it started to cross my mind. How many other people are you telling this girl's business to? Because if you are telling this girl's business to the wrong person, you could be putting her in harm's way. Because I have seen niggas come in this store and try and talk to that girl. Hello? And don't get it twisted. Some of these, well, go back. I have seen men try and talk to her. And we're not even gonna go down the road of these trans girls be tricking these men and tricking these men and tricking these men. Girl, these trans girls be having full-blown sexual relationships with these men. And I'm gonna go ahead and say it, and I'm gonna take it back. A lot of these trans girls still have their male genitalia. So I don't know how the hell y'all think that these trans girls out here having full-blown sexual relationships with these men with big ass dicks and balls swinging between their legs, and they somehow tricking these knuckles. No, that's what they say when they get caught, because they know that if I say she tricked me, then girl, based off of the hate that the trans girls already get, then it'll just be easy for y'all to believe. Mind you, they've been fucking for 3 years. Oh, girl, that's one of her Johns. Hello. Anyway, I just felt some type of way about that. I was like, girl, that's so, girl, you shouldn't. And I wish I would have told her, because the girl who told me this don't mean nothing. It doesn't mean anything because if you gay or straight, it doesn't matter. But she was bi, and I'm gay, so I'm thinking maybe she's telling me because I'm gay, and she probably think, oh, girl, he not gonna tell nobody. But she also kind of gave me one of those messy girls too, and I just felt like I should have said something to them. I should have checked her ass right then and there. But stop telling people. Are you going around telling people that girl business? Because that's nobody's business in this store. It's nobody's business, not even mine. Quiet as it's kept. And if you are going around here telling that girl's business, girl, you're putting her in harm's way. And that's just what it is. What if a nigga who tried to talk to her just heard you tell me she's trans and he don't know she's trans and she turned him down, and then he wait for her when she get off at work, we're not in the parking lot, and off her because now he's mad because he's sexually attracted to a trans woman. You see what I'm saying? Anyways, gotta went to a whole rant. Okay. And I'll put the link to the article in the description box. I will leave with this though, because it's pretty long. T.S. Madison went on to say, she gave a long speech, but I'm not going to read it because it's very long. She went on to say, I need y'all to donate to this project because this isn't funded by anyone but us. This is by us, for us, and this is why we need us, she said. To donate to the T.S. Madison Starter House Project, visit www.naesminc.org/TS Madison Starter House. I'll put the link to the article in the box, in the description box. But yeah, shout out to T.S. Madison. Shout out to all my trans sisters and trans brothers. Girl, we love y'all. All right, y'all, let's move on. So this is according to Hollywood Unlocked. Marvin Sapp and family receiving death threats over video of him demanding ushers close church doors during 40K donation request. I was a little more assertive than I should have been, baby. Gospel singer and Bishop Marvin Sapp is again addressing backlash sparked after being accused of holding parishioners hostage after a resurfaced video showing him demanding ushers to close the sanctuary doors while asking the congregation for 40K in donations. Now, Sapp is explaining the and his family. Okay, they messed up. Basically, they put now Sapp is explaining the and his family have been receiving death threats over the incident from last year. As we previously shared, the incident took place in July 2024 as Marvin Sapp preached at the 109th Pentecostal Assemblies of the World Convention in Baltimore, Maryland. Toward the end of the sermon, the singer and bishop challenged 2,000 churchgoers in person and 2,000 watching online to give $20. During the request, he urged the ushers to shut the doors. The resurfaced video went viral and immediately sent Sapp under fire. While appearing on the Ricky Smiley Morning Show on Monday, March the 31st, Marvin Sapp addressed the backlash again and further revealed that he and his family had been receiving death threats. Ricky Smiley began the conversation by asking Marvin Sapp to explain what's been happening to his family and about the death threats received. Sapp first thanked Smiley for opening up his platform for him to speak and to add context and clarity about the whole debacle. Sapp said, sadly, one of the things that has happened is people have created a narrative that is absolutely not true. Number one, the narrative was created that I raised money at my church and that I kept the people at my church hostage until I raised $40,000 for me. That's a narrative that has been shared and that I have locked folks up in my church and that I made them give $40,000 and wouldn't allow them to leave until they gave it to me. And to be honest with you, that is absolutely false. Listen, I gotta be honest, y'all. The death threats, that's too much. Girl, y'all already know we went live. I had a lot to say, but y'all, when y'all, not y'all, but when people start to, like, it's a line. And I get that you can say whatever you want to say about Marvin Sapp and asking about the $20, right? And the way that he approached the situation at hand. But to start issuing death threats to this man, to his family, girl, to his friends and family, that's just a tad team bit too much. Girl, like, what are we doing, y'all? We can all have our commentary, we can have our opinion, right? But I do think that once you start to wish or say you're going to inflict harm on somebody due to something so trivial, right? I could see if somebody had came into your house and harmed one of your kids. But girl, you wishing harm or you issuing death threats over $20? Now I will cuss you out over $20, okay? Because you let somebody borrow $20 and don't give it back. That's enough. That's enough to get your ass cursed out, right? So I cuss your ass out over $20. But girl, I don't think I'm gonna be issuing no death threats to, like, well, I might say I'll whoop your ass over my $20, right? But y'all get what I'm trying to say. It is too much, right? It's too much. So who's ever out there issuing death threats to that man, please stop. Girl, if you want to drag his big ass for asking for $20 while he walking around here with Louis Vuitton blazers and Christian Dior blazers, you got it. In a net worth of $4 million, you got it. Since he want a pocket watch, we could watch his pockets too. Since you in a pulpit talking about, oh, y'all got $20, y'all ain't going to do nothing but eat. Well, your big ass was going to eat. But the difference is I might be on my last $20 to go get me something to eat. You're not. So if you want to drag him that way, then that's fine. But the death threats, we can't do that. We can't do that. Okay. Anyways, let's move on. All right, so this is according to the Jasmine brand. Lizzo's fitness trainer Sean T calls Ozempic rumors wildly annoying. So, fitness trainer Sean T is speaking out against the wave of Ozempic rumors surrounding celebrities, including his client Lizzo. In a recent chat with TMZ, he calls the accusations wildly annoying, arguing that people now assume the only way someone could lose weight is by using the popular weight loss drug. I have trained Lizzo. I have worked out with her. I have danced with her. Lizzo is very fit, he stated. They put Lizzo I very fit. I assume they put. I assume they meant to put is very fit. Sean emphasized that her transformation was a result of hard work at the gym, not a quick fix. Don't automatically assume that just because a celebrity or someone anybody's losing weight that they're on Ozempic, he added. Do you think Ozempic is taking over? But let me say this. I'm not against any whatever solution you have to come to in order to lose weight, then it is what it is. But I will say in Lizzo's case, even if she was using some weight loss drug, it is what it is. But I really don't think that Lizzo is using any Ozempic or any girl Wegovy or whatever. Lizzo and her weight loss journey, it wasn't, Lizzo just didn't lose this weight in 30, 60, 90 days. This has been something, if Lizzo was really on Ozempic, the way the girl walking around here losing 100 pounds in, girl, 47 days, girl, there's no way that Lizzo would be on Ozempic and still be the size that she is. I even put in some people, girl, I put, girl, people get on my nerves. I put Lizzo didn't lose all that weight overnight, not even in a few months. I don't believe she was taking Ozempic. And then somebody responded, she has documented her weight loss journey for over a year. Y'all are weird. Girl. And I responded, can you read? Girl! I don't think Lizzo is on Ozempic or any weight loss drug, honestly. I think that Lizzo lost her weight the good old fashioned way. Now, regardless of how you lose it, I'm not mad at it. But I don't think that she had any assistance. I think she hired Sean T and they got the weight off. Just like as much as people will try to say Chloe lost that weight. Now Chloe has had some work done, but her weight loss was done the good old fashioned way, right? Chloe just didn't get skinny. Chloe Kardashian just didn't get skinny overnight. You know what I'm saying? That was years in the making. Lizzo been losing weight for a long time. But again, like I said, even if she was, who cares? I have this belief that I'm gonna go ahead and say it. As much as the girls, I'm about to say something that's real, gonna sound real insensitive. As someone who struggles with their weight, um, I'm not gonna tell y'all the biggest that I've gotten, but I gained a lot of weight, a lot, like a lot. I'll probably tell y'all one day, but I've gained a lot of weight. Like I got big, 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 big. I think the people who talk about the folks the most who are on weight loss drugs, especially girl, Wegovy, was it Manjaro it's another one. Girl, I think those are the girls who really wish they could take it but can't afford it. Because girl, my insurance approved Wegovy, bitch, I'll be over here on the strongest dosage possible. The only reason why I'm not even on Wegovy or Manjaro is because my insurance won't approve it. But if they did, maybe I'll be right over here. Sure would. Because out of pocket, they told me out of pocket I would have to pay like $1,600, and that was starting off at the lowest dosage. But yeah, I'm not mad at anybody for being on any weight loss drug. Um, you do what you do, and if that's what you need in order to assist you to lose weight, because the fact of the matter is, girl, I don't give a damn what nobody say. Nobody wants to walk around here big and fat and girl in pain, back hurting. I don't care what nobody got to say. I don't. Nobody wants to walk around here just big and out of breath and back hurting and legs hurting and ankles hurting. Anyways, let's move on. Shout out to Lizzo. All right, so this is according to the Jasmine brand. So Ruby Rose expresses regret over OnlyFans career. Definitely put a damper on my reputation. So Ruby Rose recently opened up about her decision to join OnlyFans, revealing that her experience with the platform has been mixed. During an appearance on Bobby Athlos, you know, I would mess somebody's name up. The Really Good podcast, Ruby shared it was cool for the first couple of years, but now it's like I have to keep doing it. It's just definitely put a damper on my reputation, but you know, it's a choice I made and I'm just going to stick it out. Despite the impact on her reputation, Ruby has earned a substantial income, making up to $400,000 even on a horrible month. Girl, she explained that she started her OnlyFans after dropping out of college. Ruby maintains a loyal fan base, including one subscriber who spent over $60,000 on her page and even got a portrait of her tattooed. However, he later claimed the gesture was a publicity stunt. Would you try OnlyFans? Well, the answer is no. And then, two, I'm going to say this. Girl, Ruby Rose, from what I Googled, is only 27 years old. You know, it is what it is. But if this girl is making up to $400,000, even on a horrible month, there is no reason, if she really wants to get out of the OnlyFans world, there is no reason with that girl making that type of money. And yes, you don't know how people bills are set up, but $400,000 a month, you should be able to change your career path within a few years. If she really saves her money, invests her money, get with people who, know what they're doing, put your money here, do this, stocks and bonds, girl, flip some houses, open up a washer and dryer. What the girls was doing on Power when they had their money going to the washer and dry, laundromat, remember? Girl, there are so many other avenues that she could go down that would allow her to make money and also get out of OnlyFans. I do understand $400,000 a month is a lot of money, but again, if she wants to get out of that, because at one point, girl, the beauty is going to fade, and that's just what that's for that's for all of us, right? When you 80 years old, you can't be OnlyFans, and I mean, I guess you can, but you know what I'm saying? Who want to be busting their wide open at 80 years old on OnlyFans? But y'all get what I'm trying to say. Like, there are other avenues she can go down in order to earn money, use the money that she has, and put it in other places. So then she could probably really get out of the OnlyFans business and, have other business ventures going on. But hopefully she has all this stuff already set up, because $400,000, even on a horrible month, that's a lot of money to make. There's no reason why this girl should still be doing OnlyFans if she really wants to get out of it by the age of 30. I just refuse to believe it. Because even after taxes, girl, you still bringing home at least $300,000. Well, make sure y'all file y'all taxes, girl. It's April the 1st. It's April the 15th. That's the last day. Make sure y'all file y'all taxes. But yes. Anyways, girl, I wish I was making $400,000 a month. Oh, girl. Oh, girl, life will be. Babe, once that life will be set for me. Your life will be set. I think I will live my best rich black woman life. Oh, girl, do you hear me? Shout out to the rich black girls. Oh, I'm trying to get like y'all one day. Damn. Anyways, I'm going. I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good day. Bye, y'all.